You know, the psalmist declares in Psalm 16 that the lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. I have a goodly heritage. Certainly, I can agree with the sentiments of that song, and that is my story, that the lines have fallen to me in pleasant places, and I am grateful for a goodly heritage. It is my pleasure. It is my absolute privilege tonight to share with you a powerful conversation and an interview with a woman that has played a pretty significant part and story in my heritage. I don't want to waste any time. I need you. You need you to quickly hit the share button, tag at least 5 friends, copy the link and put it in the group text, because this conversation is going to be both enlightening, inspiring, and faith building. I have the pleasure, I have the privilege of introducing to some and presenting to all the matriarch of my life, my own mother, Dr. Shirley Moore, who is also the author of her latest release, Sail On Little Ship, Sail On, which was released in November of 2021. And she is here with us tonight, right here on Wow CTV from her and my daddy's place to tell a little bit of the story. Would you help me in the comments welcome my mother, Dr. Shirley Ann Moore. Hi, Mom, how are you?
I'm doing fine, son. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. It is an honor to have you here. As I said, in your place. It's an honor. It's an honor. We've got your colors, your royal blue and gold. We've got it set up for you.
Yes,
all is well, Mom?
All is well, son.
I
yes,
love it.
sir.
I love it. Well, of course, we are here to talk about this masterpiece
Thank you,
that
Jesus.
recently came out and to really just tell the world the story of Sail On Little Ship, Sail On. And I have to ask you, let's just start here.
Yes.
How do you feel having completed this project? Talk to me about that for a moment.
Oh, my. Well, Elder, I first want to say thank you
wow.
for this great opportunity to interview me here at the M3 Center,
yes, ma'am,
home of YLC, that you are the founder of and the owner of.
Yes, ma'am.
Here,
yes, ma'am,
as you stated, in the beautiful Mark and Shirley's place. I am just so thankful and so honored, and I'm thankful for this interview to talk about what the Lord has done. Bless me to compile the history of our great organization, the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ. And not only that, this is another way for me to honor the legacy of my beloved parents and our founders, Bishop and Mother Boone, honoring their legacy.
Well, you know, Mom, you said such a key word, and I think that things are coming full circle. You and Dad, of course, taught George, Sharon, and I the importance of honor. And even the fact that we're sitting in Mark and Shirley's place.
You have honored your dad and I.
That's a tribute to you all's leadership and impact.
Jesus.
And so I think it's a blessing to see in a positive light. You really do reap what you sow. And so I want to go all the way to the beginning, Mom. I've been blessed again to grow up in the home and in the middle of things. And so I know a lot about the history, but there are even things in the book that I wasn't aware of until I got into it. And so I want to go all the way to the beginning.
Yes.
March 20th, 1970. Take me back to March 20th, 1970. What happened on that day?
Yes, sir. On March the 20th, 1970, my beloved father, the Honorable Bishop G.M. Boone, founded the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ in Detroit, Michigan, with 7 churches in 3 states.
7 churches
in 3 states.
March 20th, 1970. Now, you know better than everybody. I'm not a math scholar. That wasn't my strong suit, but I do know that if we founded in 1970, this year marks 52 years.
52 years.
52 years
52
of this
years.
amazing organization. Now, I've heard you say all my life that you take great pride in being a charter member of this organization. How old were you? Now, I know we got to get into a little numbers here. How old were you? Because you were there in the beginning. You were there when the baby was born. How old were you when Doc, who we affectionately call Doc, presiding Bishop G. and Boone, how old were you when Doc founded the organization, Mom?
I was 10 years old. 10 years old. 3 months later, I turned 11.
Okay, so you were 10 going on 11.
Going on 11,
okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Now, okay, you were 10 when Doc founded the organization.
Right.
I happen to know that there was a monumental shift in your life at 12. Doc founds the organization at 10,
yes.
and at 12, I've heard the story, and it's a miracle. That's really all you can call it. But I heard the story, and others have heard it. Many of you, I need you to share this now because you need to hear this. There was a service at New Liberty Apostolic Faith Church. You were 12 years old. This was 1972.
All right.
Am I right?
All right.
There was an issue, a situation where there was a need for an organist in that moment. And my grandfather called you, 12-year-old little Shirley. He got his blessed oil and he anointed your hands with oil.
Yes, he did.
Now,
yes,
I've
he
heard
did.
that, this is one of those stories that if somebody else was telling me, I'd say, are you sure that's what happened? But I've seen the fruit of it. I've heard from other people that were there. He anoints your hands with oil.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Tells
did.
you at 12, with no musical experience. Doc didn't play keyboard or piano or organ. Good Mama, Mother Boone didn't play keyboard or piano or organ.
Yes.
But at 12 years old, after being anointed, you got on the organ and started playing and played from 12 years old. You can still tear a Hammond beat.
Oh my.
I'm going to just say it because you ain't going to say it. Now, I heard Doc say, and Doc said once that he didn't know, however, that when he anointed your hands to play the organ, that those same hands would be used to help build that organization and help serve and travel across the country. And who would have known all of these years later that those same hands
Thank you, Jesus.
would be used to compile a masterpiece like
you,
this?
Jesus.
I just have to ask, what are some of your memories, Mom, of the early days of the organization? You've got such an amazing recall of facts. You were a charter member, I know.
Yes.
But because those hands that were anointed helped build this and serve so faithfully, who were some of the other charter members?
Yes. As I stated earlier, Bishop Boone started with 7 churches in 3 states.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, Founders Church, the New Liberty Apostolic Faith Church in Detroit, Michigan, which is the mother church of the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ. Bishop Virgil Oaks, Port Huron, Michigan. Then Elder Fred Majors, Dayton, Ohio. Pastor Pearlie Mitchell, Milan, Michigan. Then Elder Willie Duncan, Muskegon, Michigan. Elder Nebraska Edmonds, Detroit, Michigan. And then Elder James Ward, Nashville, Tennessee. That's the 7 churches in the 3 states.
So these are the charter pastors.
Chartered, yes.
That felt led of the Lord to stand with Bishop Boone.
That's right.
And begin something that all of these years later is still going strong.
Yes, and out of the 7 chartered pastors that started with Founder, we are blessed to have one of the pastors still living, Bishop Willie J. Duncan.
Down through the years,
yes,
God has been good to us.
He has.
Now, the organization begins in 1970. I want to walk through this. Do you remember the first convention? I have to ask.
Yes, I remember. It was at Christ Temple Apostolic Faith Church on Superior in Dayton, Ohio. Bishop Fred Majors, the pastor and founder. And I also, Elder, remember the first convention photo that was taken. I was on the front row on that photo.
I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were.
Yes.
So I mean, you literally, Mom, been there from the beginning.
Thank you, Lord.
Served faithfully as a little girl growing into a teenager, growing into a young woman, then getting married and growing and evolving and still serving, starting and working at one point involved in the music ministry, and then eventually ultimately becoming the convention coordinator and all of these things. What out of that process, what led you then to compile this book, Mom? I mean, again, you were there. You've seen it all. What was the deciding factor for you? I've got to help tell this story. What led you to that, Mom?
Yes. Well, Elder Moore, in 2020, the world know what happened in 2020. The pandemic hit.
Yes, ma'am.
And we were unable to have our 50th annual National Convention in person.
Yes, ma'am.
So our presiding bishop, Bramlett Cooper, had the family to have a call.
Yes,
the family to have a call on Saturday, August the 1st, 2020. And preparing for that call, presiding Bishop Cooper asked me to prepare a 15-minute presentation on some of the history of our organization for the past 50th years. Now, Elder Moore, it was no problem for me to gather information because I am blessed to have so much of it, but the part that was a little work for me to decide what to highlight.
I can imagine.
Yes, so I was blessed to make that presentation over the phone, over the call, and I would say a few days after that, Elder Moore, the Lord spoke to me just as clear as day. And the Lord said to me, what are you going to do with all of this history?
Wow.
Then the Lord spoke again and said, put it in a book.
Wow.
Elder, I began to work. It was no problem for me to compile the history in the book because I am so blessed to have the many records that Bishop and Mother, our founders, my parents, your good mama and Doc,
yes, ma'am,
kept down through the years. I'm talking about starting in 1970. Wow. They kept those records, the history of our organization. And throughout the years, I was blessed to keep my history. So it was no problem on what to do. So I had the information. And I want to say I was able, with no problem, to put my hands on the history to compile the book, how Mother Boone had it all those years. The records very organized. You can put your hands on what you needed. Today, the same as Mother Boone and Bishop had, everything very organized. Today, I can put my hand on what I need. Yeah. I can put my hand on the minutes, the bylaws of this, that. I got it all. So it was no problem to compile it. I want to say this, Elder Moore, how was Bishop and Mother and myself and others able to have all of this valuable history? Thank God for great executive secretaries.
Yes, ma'am.
When the organization was founded by founder, he appointed Evangelist LaVoria J. Walker,
yes,
who is my godmother, as the first executive secretary. Wow. And I can truthfully say that my godmother, she was so thorough, so organized, and how she had those records laid out. And it didn't stop with Dr. Walker. Right. It kept going with the other executive secretaries, Bishop Duncan and then Bishop Richard Mahone, who served for many years as founders, beloved assistant pastor, and now our present executive secretary, Bishop Samuel Hollis. Yes. And I have all of this, and thank God for records. Right. And I want to say, as you know the story so well, in 2018, when our bishop and our mother, good mother first, good mama first, and then our bishop passed away and went home to be with the Lord in 2018. Yes, if you would have asked me then, Elder Moore, do you feel like you would ever be able to do a history book for our great organization? Of course, I would have said no. Right. But I am so thankful when the Lord spoke to me and told me to put it in a book. He equipped me then. He gave me the strength to be able to do what God has done. And I give him all the glory because God did it, and I'm so thankful.
Mom, you took me back for a moment because you mentioned all of these amazing executive secretaries that have helped carry this down through the years. But I got to go back. Yes. I remember, Mom, being a little boy at New Liberty Apostolic Faith Church for homecoming services. Yes. We're right there at 8425 Finkel Avenue, right there in Detroit. Yes. I remember, I will never forget Dr. Evangelist LaVoria J. Walker. Yes. I was always amazed because there was always a certain part of the program where she had an opportunity to read. And Dr. Walker would get up there and she would go down, and at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the scripture was read by. So I said, wait a minute, how many pages do you have? But when we talk about compiling this masterpiece. I
Yes.
need people to understand when we say a book,
Yes.
this is a book.
Come on, sir.
This has weight to it. This is not one of those books that has no writing in the margins. Everything is size 37 font. No. This is a book. And Mom, I have to ask you, how long did it take you to compile this? How
May I hold
long?
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Well, Elder Moore, it took me 13 months.
13 months?
13 months to compile this history. And Elder Moore, I call it a masterpiece.
That's all we can call it.
A masterpiece.
13 months to put this together.
Yes.
Now, how many pages are in this masterpiece?
Yes, sir. It is 384 pages in this book, this masterpiece. And I want to say this, Elder Moore.
Yes, ma'am.
I was speaking of all of the history that I am blessed to have of founder and founding mothers and myself. Do you know, sir, I have enough history left that I did not put in this
My
masterpiece. Do you know, Elder Moore, I could do another Apostolic Assemblies of Christ history
My
book
God.
this size with history that I have.
Now, okay,
Yes,
now hold on.
yes.
You hold on now. You might
All
be about
right.
to say something. This
All
might
right.
be breaking news, which is why I need you to share and tag again. Are you going to do a part 2? You have the history.
Yes.
You have the knowledge. You have all the records. Are you planning to do a part 2?
Well, Elder Moore, I have been thinking about it.
Okay.
I will say this. I'm not going to say that I will not do part 2, and I will not say that I will.
Wow.
But I've been thinking about it.
Well, you must be a great author, because that's a cliffhanger if I've ever seen one. Now, I have to ask, even before we go forward, there are people already looking, and it's full color. There are
Yes.
pictures that coincide with all of these facts and dates and their timeline. This is amazing.
Thank you,
This is
Lord.
amazing. I'm jumping ahead, but we'll get back. How can they get this now? There are some people that have seen
Yes.
this already. Like, I
Yes.
need to know.
Yes.
There are visionaries, there are pastors, there are entrepreneurs, there are leaders that are
Yes.
saying, hey, I want to lead something in such a way that 50 years from now, people will still care and matter. How
Yes.
can they get this now? Because there's some people that need to go ahead and purchase and order your
Yes.
copy now.
Yes. Go to our organization website, the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ. Go to www.
Yes, ma'am.
ApostolicAssembliesofChrist.com.
This is amazing. You
Yes.
heard it. Go now. Now,
Yes.
we're not done.
Yes.
But go now to ApostolicAssembliesofChrist.com and download, or rather complete your order for this masterpiece right now. Now, Mom, moving forward, the name of this book, again,
Yes.
is Sail On Little Ship, Sail On. The Apostolic Assemblies of Christ History Book, 50 Years of Progress.
Yes.
I have to ask, what's the story behind Sail On Little Ship, Sail On? That's such an
Yes.
iconic phrase. That's such a powerful statement. But what does that mean to
Yes.
those of us that maybe don't know the full story? Explain Sail On Little Ship, Sail On.
Yes, on July the 27th, 2012, when founder passed the mantle to his first successor, Bishop Donald Sorrells,
Wow.
founder said to the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ, "Sail on, little ship, sail on."
Wow, what a
Yes.
what a powerful
Yes.
charge.
Yes, yes.
What a powerful set
Yes,
of instructions
yes.
from
Yes.
founder to successor.
Yes.
Take this legacy.
Yes.
Take this ministry,
Yes.
this world-changing phenomena, and take it further.
And Elder, I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
After founder and founding mother went home to be with the Lord in 2018,
Yes,
of
ma'am.
course, I was not at that national convention because I was there taking care of founder. And that's when he left us at Friday
ma'am.
Friday morning on
Founders Day.
Founders
Yes,
Day.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The next year was my first convention to attend in 2019. And preparing for that convention, I remembered what founder had left with us, Sail On Little Ship, Sail On.
Yes.
I said, I want to do a theme song entitled Sail On Little Ship. And as you know, founder's favorite style of music was quartet.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was trying to create in my mind a quartet, sail on little ship, sail on. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't come up with anything. I was at the National Convention, and Bishop Arthur Cohen,
Yes, ma'am.
he was up having remarks, and he started talking about sail on little ship, sail on. And Bishop Cohen started singing. The Lord gave him a tune, and he started singing, sail on little ship,
Wow.
sail on. And soon as Bishop Cohen started singing, I said, that's it.
Wow.
That Friday night, I taught sail on little ship, sail on the way that Bishop Cohen
Yes, ma'am.
sung it
Yes, ma'am.
to the National Choir. I named it that year the Founders Choir.
Yes, ma'am.
And we opened up singing, sail on little ship, sail on. And that has been our theme song ever since. I took Bishop Cohen's
Yes, ma'am.
arrangement, and we are singing that to this day.
Wow.
Sail on little ship.
What a
sail
powerful
on. Yes.
reminder that
Yes.
we can't stop here.
Yes.
We got to keep going.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit more. What are some of the highlights now that we know that the book is both tribute, it's both history, it's both a legacy, and in addition to that, even by virtue of the title, it's a charge to continue.
Yes.
What are some of the highlights that we can look forward to when we go to apostolicassembliesofchrist.com
Yes.
and purchase the book? What can we look forward to?
Yes, well, of course, Elder Moore, the book is dedicated
Yes,
to our founders, Bishop and Mother Boone. And their dedication page, and the next page after founders, our founders' dedication page, I have an acknowledgement page. And you have heard, and we have heard for years and years and years, founder would say, God gave him a vision,
Yes.
and he asked God to give him a people for the vision.
Yes, ma'am.
And we can truthfully say that God granted Bishop Boone's request and desire, because God gave Bishop thousands and thousands of jewels to help carry this vision past and still carrying on this great vision. And on this page, acknowledgement page, I have listed 127 names of thousands, but I listed 127 names of those that were a part of Founders' vision that have gone on waiting to get their reward. So that was very special to highlight so many that were a part of this great vision. In the book, I asked our Bishop Marvin Mitchell, who is a chartered member, to write the foreword. In the book, you will see it is divided into decades, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2000s. So it's just beautiful. And it's full of pages, full of pictures.
I love it.
And throughout the book, I have some of our founders' inserts from his book, This is My Story, that he wrote when he was 94 years young. And as I stated, many pictures in the book, and I have a powerful testimony in there from Brother Connie L. Foster.
Oh,
that
wait a
is
minute.
in the masterpiece.
I got to stop you, Mom.
Yes,
because that alone
yes,
is enough for you to want to go and get this book. Okay, I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I remember that story, Mom. I'm not going to tell it because they need to go get it to hear it.
I'll just tell a little bit of the story. Brother Connie L. Foster, faithful member of the New Liberty Apostolic Faith Church, died.
Yes, ma'am.
6 or 7 doctors signed the paper that he was dead.
Yes, ma'am.
Founder got the call.
He was in a car accident.
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And taken to the hospital, pronounced dead.
Yes.
Founder went to the hospital. They told him he was dead.
This is before cell phones and text messages.
Yes.
So by the time he got there.
This was in 1981.
Wow.
When Founder got to the hospital again, he knew Brother Foster was dead.
Jesus.
They told him. But he still asked, can I go back and pray for him?
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus.
They allowed Founder to go back. The sheet was, Brother Foster was covered up. Make a long story short, Founder prayed for Brother Foster. He came back. God brought him back.
Jesus.
And he lived years later. Came back to himself.
Yes, ma'am.
Still back to the ushering. He was our national usher board chairman.
Yes, he was.
Usher board chairman. He just served.
I remember all the little boys on Sundays would want to gather around Brother Foster because he would show us. He kept it with him.
Yes. Yes.
The death certificate.
Yes.
With his name on it and those 7 signatures.
Right.
And he would show it to us as a testimony of what God can do. And so we're going to get stuff like that in this book.
Oh, yes. And so much more. I have the first listed, the first executive secretary, first treasurer, the first bishop consecrated, first district elder, first national evangelist, first this, first. Oh, it's amazing. And you can even see all of the 50 years where each national convention was, the location, the dates, the semi-annual pastors and workers conference. You'll see the layout I have in there. This is another thing that is very special to me that is in the masterpiece. You will see how so many came up through the ranks. Listen,
brother so-and-so.
Come on now.
Sister so-and-so.
We have listed in the masterpiece, for example, like you just said, brother moved up to deacon. Wow. Deacon moved to minister, minister to elder, elder to district elder to suffragan bishop to full bishop. My presiding bishop is listed in the book as Minister Bramlett Cooper. Wow. And then you'll see how he now, come on now, now he is our presiding bishop. So it's so very interesting to see how so many came up through the ranks. Bishop, our founder's motto for our organization is everybody is somebody. Yeah. And many came in the organization and feel like they were nobody. But after God and founder got through with them, they felt like they were somebody and know that they are somebody. Yes.
13 months of hard work. 300 plus pages.
Thank you, Lord.
Decades of history.
Yes.
What are some of the prayers that you're praying this project, this effort, this legacy will accomplish in the lives of the readers?
Yes. Elder Moore, I pray, one of my prayers is that this book, this masterpiece will inspire other organizations, even churches, to compile their history, to do a history book for their organization. It is so important that we preserve our history.
You know, I'm inspired and convicted. I got to call our team. Y'all tell me who read scripture at YLC 2017. Somebody tell me how long they read and what color shirt they had on. I got to get this together. I want to shift a little bit, Mom.
All right.
We talked a little bit about the story, a little bit about the reasoning behind, a little bit behind the motivation. But I want to go into a little quiz section here because I know how absolutely sharp and on point you are and how much you remember. But I want the people at home to kind of understand how detailed you went into this project. So I need to quiz you a little bit. 52 years the organization's been in existence.
Yes.
How many presiding bishops and assistant presiding bishops that we had, and who were they?
Yes, sir.
Pop quiz, Mom. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right. Elder Moore, we have been blessed to have 3 presiding bishops in the past 52 years and 4 assistant presiding bishops now. Our first presiding bishop is our founder.
Yes, ma'am.
Your doc.
Yes, ma'am.
My father.
Yes, ma'am.
Bishop Boone served as our presiding bishop from 1970 to 2012. Founder served our great organization for 42 years as our presiding bishop. Wow. Our second presiding bishop, Bishop Donald Sorrells.
Yes, ma'am.
He served in 2012 until 2017 when he went home to be with the Lord. So he served for 5 years. Then Bishop Bramlett Cooper from 2017 until now.
Yes, ma'am.
We have been blessed to have 4 assistant presiding bishops, Bishop Virgil Oakes.
Yes, ma'am.
And when founder organized the organization, the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ, in 1970,
Yes, ma'am.
Bishop Oakes was appointed then as the assistant presiding bishop.
Yes, ma'am.
So Bishop Oakes served from 1970 until 2011, 41 years. He went home to be with the Lord in 2011. Our second assistant presiding bishop is Bishop Paul Jones.
Yes, ma'am. Pontiac, Michigan.
Yes, sir. Now, in 1991, founder appointed him as our co-assistant presiding bishop.
Yes, ma'am.
So a few years went by and founder dropped the co and had us to call him our assistant presiding bishop.
Yes, ma'am.
So Bishop Jones served from 1991 until 2011
Amazing.
when he went home to be with the Lord. 20 years.
Wow.
Our third assistant presiding bishop, Bishop Samuel Carter,
Yes, ma'am.
he,
Springfield, Illinois.
that's right.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am.
Yes, sir. From 2012 until 2015, when he went home to be with the Lord, he served for 3 years. And our fourth assistant presiding bishop is Bishop Isaac Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
From 2017 until now. Now, Elder Moore, I want to say this, how thankful that I am that founder was able to appoint his first
Wow.
successor,
Yes.
Bishop Donald Sorrells, as we stated earlier.
Rockland, Ohio.
Yes, sir, on July the 27th,
Yes.
2012.
Wow.
And how well do you remember the appointment of his final successor, Bishop Bramlett Cooper and Bishop Isaac Williams?
I'll never forget that.
I know you won't. How honored we were to have Good Mom and Doc,
Yes,
Bishop and Mother Boone, in our home here in Georgia
Yes, ma'am.
for their, which we did not know would
No
be their
idea.
last Christmas.
Yeah.
But they spent their last Christmas in our home.
Yes, ma'am.
Now just look how God do things.
Yes, ma'am.
When founder left Detroit to fly to Atlanta, this was not in plan.
Not at all.
So our presiding bishop and first lady, then Bishop and Lady Cooper, wanted to spend some time in our home with founder and mother for Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
So we were so blessed on Christmas night.
Yes.
They came to our home and we had a spread there for dessert.
Yes, we did.
And they were blessed to have the spread of dessert there at the table with
Yes, ma'am.
our founder.
Mhm.
And founder told me at Christmas to set up appointment for Bishop and Sister Cooper to talk with him the next day. I set it up. Bishop and Lady Cooper came to our home, and founder, this was December the 26th, 2017. Founder did not ask Bishop Cooper to be our presiding bishop,
Right.
his next successor, but
Yes,
he let him know that he was passing the mantle to him, that he would be our next presiding bishop.
Yes, ma'am.
And presiding bishop, whatever the will of the Lord is, whatever you say, founder. And I remember so well that night at the end how founder prayed for Bishop and Lady Cooper.
Yes, ma'am. He sat in that green chair.
Oh,
in our living
yes,
room.
yes. And they left, after they left our home, founder told me, he said, call Bishop Williams and let him know that I am appointing him as assistant presiding bishop. I called Bishop Williams, told him what founder said. Bishop Williams said, tell founder, yes, sir. Founder had baby girl
Yes, ma'am.
to set up a conference call
Yes, he did.
for Friday, December the 29th, 2012, with his bishop executive board and his board of trustees. I called our great executive secretary, Bishop Samuel Hollis,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
to this day, I am so grateful to him for how he set that conference call up
Yes, he did.
and how he he was in charge of the conference call, how he introduced whatever was on the agenda and presented our founder.
Yeah.
He did an excellent job.
Yes, he did.
And that Friday night, founder sat, like you said, in the chair.
Yes, he did.
And I would say, Elder Moore, in less than 3 minutes,
Yes, ma'am.
this is the power of a founder. I would say in less than 3 minutes, he told his board what was getting ready to happen, that he was passing the mantle to Bishop Bramlett Cooper as our presiding bishop and Bishop Isaac Williams as our assistant presiding bishop. And Elder Moore, as you remember, it was not starting next year, it was
effective immediately.
Yes, sir. And how well do we remember their founder was in my living room. While founder was doing this, you, Elder Moore, was holding the phone for founder while he was setting his house in order.
I'll never forget.
You were holding that phone.
Yes, I was.
And Elise and I, with you, witnessed with our eyes, founder passed the mantle. Now this is something, it's amazing how God led founder.
Yes, sir.
We did not know.
No idea.
We had no idea that founder's bride, his beautiful wife, they were married, bishop and mother, for 71 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Our founding mother,
Yes, ma'am.
my beautiful mother, your good mama, Mother Maydi Boone, would go be with the Lord exactly 2 weeks after founder passed the mantle.
January the 12th.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's my God.
What
Those
history?
those are beloved presiding bishops and assistant presiding bishops that have served our great organization. I just wanted to highlight founder's final appointment.
Yes, ma'am.
To take the ship, keep the ship sailing.
He had no idea
that
time that he had already attended his last convention.
Yes.
And to see that level of vision, that level of foresight, that level of concern. Now, let's make sure people understand, Mom. Bishop did not make that appointment as the current presider. Bishop had passed the mantle.
Yes, he had.
To the Honorable Bishop Donald Sorrells, who had served faithfully until he went home to be with the Lord back in 2012.
Sure enough.
Bishop was such a bad man, to say it that way respectfully, that he had retired, passed the mantle, but when the need arose, he picked his own mantle back up.
Yes, he did.
To make sure that the little ship sailed on.
Yes.
Mom, I'm overwhelmed. I hope that you at home are logging in now to apostolicassembliesofchrist.com and downloading the information on how to order and purchase this masterpiece. It is a physical copy, and you need to get it in your life, in your library. Some of you, as just visionaries and conference hosts, you need to get a copy just to see how structured and organized you should be aiming to be. Now, Mom, you've told me who the presiders and who the assistant presiders were. You've given us a little insight into the history from the founding all the way to the final passing or the most current passing of this mantle. Who in the organization, though, at this point, have you worked with for the longest?
Yes, at this point, my dear sister, national evangelist, Martha Cohen.
How long have you all worked together?
Yes, well, my first appointment that Bishop appointed me as in our organization, he appointed me in the late 70s as the National Minister of Music.
Wow.
So then in the late 70s is when my sister joined our organization, and she could sing then, and of course still can sing. So she joined the national choir that I was the minister of music of, and we started working together then in the late 70s. And we are still working together, not just in the music, but we have, you name it. Yeah, she is one person. I am the site and program committee chairman. She is one person on a national program can do everything that is listed.
Do you know what?
Oh, she got it.
She can sing,
yes,
she can pray, she can preach.
She got
She
it.
can do whatever needs to be done. Facilitate, MC.
Yes.
That's amazing.
We have worked together now. Of course, founder and then founder left and left us and went home, shall I say,
Yes,
to be
ma'am.
with the Lord. But National
ma'am.
Evangelist Martha Cohens, my sister.
I love it. We've talked a lot
Yes.
about this project, this book, this masterpiece, as we'll continue to call it. One of the things I love about it is that it's not just, it's such an easy read, in part because there's so many pictures that you can literally see. It's one thing to read about this convention took place in 1970 here in Dayton, Ohio.
Right.
It's another thing to look and see the faces of those people at that convention. I also know that it's not just pictures in the book, but you did an entire pictorial museum. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, sir. Thank the Lord. I was blessed to do a pictorial museum of pictures starting from the late 60s, even though founded the organization in 1970. I started in the late 70s.
Late 60s.
Late 60s,
Wow.
excuse me. Yes, sir. And in this pictorial museum, it is 2,150 pictures of our history. That was also celebrating 50 years from 1970 to 2020. And you can see it on YouTube. Go to YLC TV.
That's a good channel. And subscribe while you're there.
Oh,
It's a good
yes,
channel to go
please
to.
go. Yes.
Mom, I can't thank you enough for
son.
your time and for just your willingness to kind of walk us through and share so much of this story. We have to get ready to go, but I do have to ask you, we've started at the beginning. I want to go to the end. Let's go back to 2017. We started in 1970.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to 2017. We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
At the Renaissance Hotel for our national convention. I remember I flew from Nigeria.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
On a red eye. I landed in Atlanta. I came straight to the convention because this was a monumental convention. Because this was Presiding Bishop Boone's. This was a legacy changing moment.
Yes.
Would you share in closing with us what were founder's last words to the organization as he sat in that seat for that final time? What was his charge, and what can we glean from that today, Mom?
He said to us, if God be for us, who can be against us?
Scripture says when Jesus was finished teaching, Mom,
oh God,
he closed the book.
Oh God.
I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said.
My
Listen,
God.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have heard, you have seen, you have felt the passion and the energy and the love that has gone into this project.
Yes.
I want you, we want you to go now, apostolicassembliesofchrist.com, and order your copy of this 300 plus page, full color, full picture masterpiece. This, I mean, I gotta go, but I'm talking about everything from pictures of ordination certificates to program files. I'm gonna give you a little bit. Newspaper clippings and degree confirmations back in the 80s and conventions. That was in Jackson, Mississippi,
at Bishop
Greater
Philip
Bethlehem,
Colvin's
Bishop
church.
I remember that convention. That's when we had them gold and white K. Berry robes. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You need to go. You need to go. Just the history and the stories and the iconic. And I'm just giving you a little bit. It's too many pages for me to. You gotta. I don't need you taking screenshots of the video trying to read. No, you gotta go get it. But go now. 90/40. I gotta close the book right there. I'm gonna get caught up.
90/40.
You need this on your coffee table.
Yes.
You need this in your library. It's gonna be a blessing as well as a faith builder for you at what you can do with the help of the Lord and with the consecrated yes. I want you to go now. Order your copy. Sail on Little Ship, Sail On. The history of the Apostolic Assemblies of Christ. That's our founding bishop there.
Oh, yes.
This is our founding bishop and our founding mother.
Oh, yes.
You owe it to yourself to get this. Dr. Moore, thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
Elder
your time
Moore.
and for your contribution. We are absolutely better for it. Be blessed. We'll see you next time.